Yo, what's good? 11.2, DJ Tendonesia in this motherfucker. And I'm chilling with A-Class in this bitch. What's good with you, man?
Yeah, what's good, man? Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Shit. So anyway, let's get into this motherfucker. How did you get the name A-Class?
It was really kind of just given to me, like when I was freestyling and shit, like with a bunch of friends, like smoking weed in high school and shit. And just like around, you know what I'm saying, around play, and they're like, yo, it's A-Class, like, you know what I'm saying, like top shelf type shit. I guess I kind of stuck.
How did you get into battling?
I was just like, you know, the schoolyard rap, and that was always like a competitive atmosphere anyways. So that was kind of like, just went hand in hand, I guess. And then once I just kept doing it, be at parties, and then you'd be at parties and one dude rap, and this shit would just like kind of turn into a battle. So then once I saw structured battles, it was just like, I just wanted it, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to feel that at the next level. So that's how that went, kind of.
How does A-Class prepare for a battle?
Without
giving up too much.
I'll give it all. It doesn't matter, because at my process, I really just like watch the footage. I just smoke, and then I just write, and that's it. And sometimes I wait till the last minute, and sometimes I don't. And that's it. Like I write all night, and then I'll just go over it. Like I like to at least have my shit done like the week before, so I can have at least a week to just like go over everything, you know. Like back in the day when it was like minute rounds, like you just have like a month, you know, a month was standard. Like now, like you get like 3-minute rounds. Like how long do you need to prepare now? People know like 2 to 3 months before the battle. A lot of people that are fucking writing these battles are lazy as shit, dude. I've been to events and dudes have been like, yo, I have to write my third round tonight. I'm like, what are you doing? You feel me? Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, this shit is crazy. So, me, I like to be prepared, yo. Like, this shit is like warfare for real, so I like to be prepared.
Are your multisyllabics mostly freestyle, or are they perfectly plotted in, like, you know, written bars and stuff?
See, like, I'll say, like, it's my old shit, like, '09. Like, if you,
right.
Like, but yeah, even then, yeah, it was written. You know what I mean? Like, any of the written format battles, yeah, it was definitely something that I wrote down or typed in my phone.
Who is your top 5, if you have one?
Who's my top 5?
Yeah.
No question. I would say, let me think for 1 second. Put Ty Law. Okay. I'm going to say Sharon 2.0. I'm going to say Daylight when he spits bars. I really like Osa. He hasn't been rapping in a minute. Osa. And then the homie Rum Nitty.
Okay.
But just like everybody's on him, but yo, like that Tycoon when you rapped against Tycoon, that was just like convincing and shit. And since then, like yeah, he's had some good performances. Yeah, I'd say that's my top 5.
Do you think it was given that Rum was gonna catch that body, or do you think it was mostly because of Tycoon's performance?
I think it was both. I think it was just that was just the nature of it. Like I like how organic, like he has his homegrown talent pool. You know what I'm saying? He pushes his homegrown people. That's what's up. So like Tycoon was like a lamb, you know what I mean? So, and Rum Nitty was just poised to just take that. He was like, he had that awesome battle against Danny Myers when they put him on the main stage. It was like, yo, let's get Tycoon this battle, yo. You know what I'm saying? He's a Toronto dude, yo. Like, nah, fucking Rum caught that body. So, yeah. Yeah, like the first time it was what was it? Resurgence. And some dude backed out, and they're like, who wants to battle Lefty? And I just kind of like put like a half-serious comment on there. And then they flew me out and shit. And they were talking about putting on Ground Zero, and they didn't. And then the other one was like, what was the first one? It was Vancouver and the Big Side. Dirty Harry's another one. I mean, I went in new into what it was, you know what I'm saying? There was more like, yo, give him this look, you know? And it was an opportunity for me to travel across the world that I've never been to. So, I mean, I took the opportunity. That I just battled Megadeth from Fresno. It might be on Ground Zero, and actually the homie Avocado, shout to him all day, was like, said that was a good battle. So there's always talk like, yo, we're gonna get on the main channel, but like, whatever, you know what I mean? It was a dope ass battle though. I'm gonna tell you that. Like that shit was heated. But yeah, more recent than besides that, he had the Queensville battle, and since then, like that's what I'm saying, like multi-syllabic. Like a lot of people judge me on battles that are like from '09. You feel me? Because I didn't really battle like from like 2011-ish You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, oh, Akon, well, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of like reinvented a couple things. And, yeah.
Now, excuse me. Shit.
Oh, good.
Okay, so during that time, Dumbfounded also took a hiatus. Now, my next question, I'm still debating whether or not I should ask this, but this ain't Google, Wikipedia, regurgitated bullshit. What is your opinion on the crowd and the Cat Rebuttal? Or just any, pretty much like the same way how if a dude is black, they just rap about the black and then boom. And how Dumbfounded, pretty much the Cat Rebuttal is what buried him, and he didn't come back after that. Like, what is your opinion on that? Is that a cheap shot, like a cheap win?
I think it doesn't even matter, like, if you see what he does now, like, but as far as that, your question, is that a cheap win? Look at the era of battling he was in. It was like right after the Scribble Jam era, going into the acapella era. But yeah, kind of it does, you know what I mean? But then kind of it doesn't, because a win's a win. But yeah, because you're leaning on that crowd. And another thing is, like, when you're battling some of these places, like when I went to Vancouver and you go to Calgary and some of these places, you can't spit bars that you're going to spit in, like, New York or somewhere else, like, because they don't understand them. You know what I mean?
Right.
The same way, like, when Kid Twist spit that bar to Dumbfounded, he had all his people behind him that may or may not have been hip-hop fans. They were there to see Kid Twist, and they cheer for it. Like, they don't cheer on the punchline. It's kind of like they're cheering for a sport. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, it is kind of iffy, man. It's kind of tough to it.
All right, for sure. And I know you were talking about the old battles and stuff like that, but I do want to talk about the Dizaster battle with the ultimate rebuttal. Was that premeditated? How did it go?
What do you mean rebuttal?
I'm glad Locksmith and Dizaster happened so I could distinguish the latter
from
Jasmine.
I definitely wrote that shit. I definitely wrote that. It wasn't a rebuttal.
Oh, shit.
That was definitely part of the verse. It was just in there. Like, maybe the first part of it, I was saying something about how I thought he spit a line that Sharon said. And then I just went into my verse, and that was the first one. And at the time when I spit it, I just remember it being really loud behind me. And me wanting to get the rest of my bars off. Because, like, and then, like, at that point, I was really, like, you know, trying to just get my shit out with that. You know what I mean? Not really wanting a performance. I just wanted everyone to hear everything he had to say. But I just watched his battles, and I saw that battle, and that's something that stood out to me. And it was like, that was like a hell of a weakness. And I think it was like, I don't know, man. I was kind of like just watching. When I was getting prepared for that battle, I was watching his battles, and the shit he was saying about Jen. And there was this video where he's in the parking lot. You can probably still see it. He's in like a parking lot with all like Lush and all these like First Coast dudes. And he's just going in on Jin, and I was just like, dude, he's gonna like do this to me with all these crazy like you're accurate, registered as an animal predator, and I was just like, I didn't want to get bodied like that, so I was just trying to just write crazy, and I was just in a room just angry, just writing, and that's one of the things that came out. That was with Jen, luckily.
Yeah, you had that.
Yeah, good luck. Appreciate it. I got Dizaster. The smart money's got Dizaster. That's why it's so exciting. It's a toss-up. At the same time, like, logically, I feel like Dizaster knows how much this means, like, on every level, like, where battle rap's going, like, where his platform out there is going, and, like, how big Cassidy is. He can't get beat by Cassidy, you know what I mean? Right. But then again, is Cassidy going to do something crazy, you know?
I mean, he's been taking notes.
It's always that. What did you say?
I'm sorry. I say he's been taking notes. You see Cassidy ringside.
Yeah, but no one's heard him spitting that long. You know, I would love to see him come back and just kill it. You know, that would be awesome. I think that would be more entertaining than just seeing Diz just wash him. You know, but Diz is just gonna go in on him personally and just have just everything because he knows how much it means. So I just think that, and it's kind of overwhelming. Is Cass ready for that? I mean, what do you think?
Wow, yeah, I wasn't going to speak unless spoken to, but my personal opinion on this shit is being someone who's suffered a concussion, Cassidy being in a near-fatal car accident, destroying his brain, came out and made Drink in my two-step. Yeah. And to be honest, the only thing Cass needs to work on is his memory game. You could speak for memory and memory loss in the presence of a heavy crowd, I guess.
But Cassidy is such like a pioneering veteran that's not just an internet battle. He's like a rapper, so maybe that element will kick in. Like there's angles that I can see that he could win. I feel like I should be a battle rap coach, yo. I could just tell him what to do, and they could win. Because I mean, I could see how he could win. Is he gonna do that? Maybe. That would be hella entertaining, and I would enjoy that as a fan. But I don't think that's very likely. I think that's 30% likely and 70% likely that it's going to be another. I'm not even going to say it, but it's going to be crazy, dude.
Let me see my next question. The Cat Rebuttal. How you got the name? Oh yeah, so I mean that's real shit though.
Cat Rebuttal. Yeah, no, that's just funny.
It's just such a cheap win, dog. Like that's all you have to say, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Are you familiar with Nunn Nunn, who's also battled in the Quiet Room?
Yeah, I'm definitely familiar. I've seen her in all the footage, like recent footage. She's always in it. So
would you take Nunn Nunn?
I'd take Nunn Nunn. I'm gonna have to watch one of her battles first. In the Quiet Room? I mean, why not? I would love to get back in the Quiet Room. Quiet Room is just unique. It's crazy, like the way he put it. Like, oh, you want to settle something? All right, we'll come in the Quiet Room and let's do this. It's just a different environment, man.
So, has there ever been a crew that you felt as though you could take out every member?
I really don't even know who's in like each specific group, to be honest with you, dude. Like to be able to say that, but right now I feel like I can compete with anybody. Like I'm not like I know that sounds crazy to some people, and they'll be like, "Yo, he quite sounds crazy on that radio show." Like, what the fuck? Nah, I really do. And I'm just gonna wait for that opportunity to do so.
What is your end game? What do you wish to leave behind and leave with in battle rap?
In battle rap? I mean,
or through battle rap?
Through battle rap, my expectations have already been exceeded like crazy. I mean, I've been able to do things that I would never imagine possible. So like, as far as I just want to compete with the best. You know what I mean? I can't even think that far ahead right now. Just right now, I just want to compete with the best and just show that I'm one of the best. You feel me? And then just go from there, wherever it takes me. You know?
And do you have a final thought for the listeners, the first-time listeners of A-Class, the haters?
Final thought.
All the haters. Fucking thought.
Really, just watch out for that Megadeth album, yo. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's coming out soon. I've been talking to Mount Fire and shouts to all that. That event was crazy. The fucking helicopter came in. It was crazy, son. And they parlayed it to the fucking the house party and shit. So shouts out to all them. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for having me on the radio show, bro. If you ever want to do it again, you know what I'm saying? This kind of shit's dope.
For sure. And do you have any additional shout outs? Anybody?
Yeah, my shout outs, I got shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's listening right now. You know what I mean? Everyone that I don't know. The rest, but I got a EP coming out. It's already out. It's called Night Rider. Just go to my @A-Classes. It's my Twitter. The handle on Twitter. Channel's called.
For sure. I'll throw that in the description. All right, man. You motherfuckers have been blessed, man. A-Class. We out this bitch. Thoro Radio. It's been a pleasure. Pause. Peace.
All right. Peace, man.